This is Dr. McDaniel at GYN Corner. Today is Monday. It's getting dark early today. Today is Monday, July 29th. Thank you for joining me. As the presentation indicated, I'll be speaking on, answering the question, can men carry BV? And the implication is I get a lot of patients throughout the week who have various infections or imbalances. And at least, maybe 60% of the time they'll ask me, is the bacterial infection sexually related? Do they get it from their partner? I just saw two people today who asked me that very question. One of them said this is a new significant other that she has, and could she possibly have gotten the infection from the new partner? And another one asked me, did I think that her fiance passed this infection to her? It's the second time she's had it in the last 6 months. So I'll give the short and the long answer. The short answer is no, men can't carry or pass on BV because it's not a sexual infection. They can only pass on, and you can only pass on sexual infections. So bacterial vaginitis or bacterial vaginosis, if it's not causing issues, is not a sexual infection. The only sexual infections are chlamydia, gonorrhea, and trichomonas that would cause potentially a discharge or irritation or odor or anything. So those three are the only ones that the men can carry and pass on. Bacterial infections, yeast infections. I had someone today with the yeast infection. She asked the same thing. She had sexual relations with her husband 2 days ago. Should she be worried that now he has yeast and she'll get it back from him? So those are non-sexual infections. So by definition, they can't be passed back and forth. Now, that was supposed to be the short answer. Now, the longer answer is that men potentially can pass or seemingly pass a bacterial infection, not really yeast, but BV. And that's because the vaginal environment should be acidic. So the pH would be 3.5 to 4.5. The vagina is acidic. There are bacteria that are supposed to be in the vagina that live at that acidic level. Now, bacteria likes a high pH. It likes an alkaline environment. So the higher the pH, the more conducive or the more friendly the vaginal environment is for bacteria. And if someone's not using condoms, then men can encourage bacterial growth because semen has a higher pH. It should be around 7. So if the vaginal environment is exposed to semen, the semen will always briefly, and for some women for lingering for a few days, will elevate the vaginal pH. And with the higher pH, bacteria will grow more readily. So it can potentially increase the concentration or the amount of normal bacteria that's supposed to be there. So now it's no longer at a normal balanced level, it's at a higher concentration, will cause issues and symptoms, discharge, odor, blah blah. And if someone's using condoms and the condoms have a lubricant on them, lubricants also have a higher pH. So most of the lubricants are water-based, so they will also potentially increase the vaginal pH. Same story. You increase the pH, you increase the happy environment for bacteria, so you're increasing the probability of a bacterial imbalance or infection. Now, in addition to semen having a higher pH than the vaginal environment, semen is also a nutritional source for bacteria. It has sugars in it. So the semen, with exposure to semen, it will increase the environment. So it makes the pH higher, more alkaline. So it's a happy environment for bacteria. And it also feeds the bacteria because it's a nutritional source. So some women will notice a pattern after unprotected intercourse without condoms. They always have an odor or a discharge or a bacterial imbalance or infection. And that's because of that double whammy of a higher pH and a nutritional source. If they're using condoms, that should greatly decrease the imbalance, but again, it would have to be condoms without a lubricant because lubricated condoms usually have a water-based lubricant, and that will potentially increase the bacterial levels. So as a side note to that, sometimes I get questions about what if the man is circumcised or not circumcised, if the fact that he's uncircumcised can potentially increase bacteria, because there's bacteria living under that foreskin. But you have to think about the fact that with intercourse, there isn't foreskin because the penis is erect, so that foreskin's been stretched out. It's not an issue. Most men are going to be relatively clean. They're not harboring a whole bunch of bacteria anyways under the foreskin. So there isn't a foreskin, and then hopefully he's going to be clean. He's not walking around not having taken a bath or a shower for several days. So whether or not there's foreskin is not going to be an increased issue or worse, another factor that would worsen the potential for bacteria. It really boils down to semen. Semen has a high pH, and it's a nutritional source. And then if you're using condoms, the lubricant, if it's water-based lubricant, that will potentially increase bacterial counts. So no, men cannot carry BV, but the fact that if someone's not using condoms or they're using lubricated condoms, that will increase a conducive environment for bacteria. So some women will see that pattern that every time they have any kind of sexual relations, they have a bacterial imbalance. So I hope that's been helpful to answer the question, can men carry BV? So i.e., can bacterial vaginitis be sexually passed? The short answer is no. The longer answer is potentially yes. Sexual activity will increase that imbalance. And then needless to say, if there's a pattern of problems after intercourse, then you'll want to try ideally to use condoms, see if it makes a difference. Use non-lubricated condoms to see if that makes a difference. And if neither of them make a huge difference, then come on in for evaluation and cultures. So this is Dr. McDaniel at GYN Corner. Hope the presentation's been helpful. This is all things health related for women. So please check out the YouTube channel. Please like, subscribe, and comment for the YouTube channel and for the Facebook page also. You can subscribe to get the updates and the notifications for the live presentations, and then like and comment if you have questions, concerns, or topics for ideas. Please post them either here on the Facebook page or here on the YouTube channel. They're both GYN Corner. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of the day. And tomorrow, Tuesday, we'll be back, stuttering now, with another presentation. Have a great rest of the evening. Bye.